Well, here I am at the National Tench Championships here at Oxlease Linear Fisheries, and really been looking forward to this event. And I'm in peg 31, swim 31, which is not bad. You know, I think it's got a bit of previous form for some nice tench, and it's not quite 2 o'clock. Got me rods out probably about 20 past 1. The event started at midday, but we didn't get to our swims till probably gone 11:30, so it doesn't give an awful lot of time, but there's no rush. We're here for 48 hours, so I just took my time. The rain, as you can probably hear now on the bivvy, is it was only like showers as turned up, so I managed to get all my gear in nice and dry. The rods are out, got worm kebabs on both. Thought I'd just try that to start off with. There's a couple of dead maggots on one of them, spod mix, ground bait feeder on one rod and a maggot feeder on the other. So I put about a dozen bait up feeders full of spod mix out there with hemp and 2 meal krill pellets, bloodworm pellets, and some molasses mixed in with molasses and oily hemp to dampen down the mix. Hopefully that will get the fish feeding. As I say, there's a long way to go yet, and there's probably about 34 anglers here. I think that was the final tally. So a very good turnout and very well organised, I must say. Steve Innes has done us all proud. He really has. Fantastic stuff. And I shall report back if there's anything to report back. Hopefully there will be, and we'll see how it goes. But I'm all settled and I'm looking forward to it. Well, it's around about 7 o'clock now, and I'm still waiting for my first bite. I think, according to reports, there's only been 2 tench caught so far. One was about £8 plus, so what a great fish that is. And I think a smaller one was caught as well. I brought one of my worm kebab rods in, and I've been feeding up down the margins to my right hand side. And I've just gone out on a float setup, just trying something a little bit different now that it's getting into the evening. Hopefully the tench might start to feed. So with 2 anglers with 1 fish, still a lot to play for, because it's the most fish, most tench that's going to win the event. So it's still early days yet. It's still not even had a bleep yet, but not giving up. The wind has changed round. It was a southwesterly for most of the week, and sod's law, it's turned round and it's a northwesterly, so that's a colder wind. And where the tench were up this sort of way feeding, there's some good catches. It may have put them down for now, but that's fishing. And like I say, still a long way to go. I think tomorrow is supposed to be quite warm, so that could possibly bring them on, and it'll probably bring the carp on as well. You can only but try. Well, it's 5:30 in the morning here on the Saturday morning of the Tench Champs here at Linear Fisheries, and sadly I'm still waiting for my first bit of action. And I don't think I'm the only one either. There's just the odd tench being caught. Very odd tench. It's very quiet during the night. The wind's still blowing in a northwesterly, which ain't ideal, being as it was blowing southwesterly all the week. It's just switched all the fish off. I'm not ready to give up yet though. Well, we're about sort of 18 hours into the event. I'm still waiting for my first sign of action. Just before it got dark last night, right out in the middle, I did see a tench roll. Looked a good fish as well. But that's the only sign of tench I've seen. Just had a chat with some of the anglers and they're all struggling. That northeasterly's at the moment just killed the action because it was fishing well during the week with the southwesterly. And at the moment there's just 2 tench being caught, both in the 8-pound bracket. 2 nice fish, but not many of them, so it's still all to play for. There's still, well, we're here till Sunday midday, and it's about 6 o'clock now, Saturday morning, so there's still a long way to go. The forecast is for it to be quite warm today, so hopefully that might generate a bit of action. You never know. Warm it up a bit, get the tench back on the feed, and we can all start catching, because that's what we want everyone to start catching a few tinkers. Let's hope so. Come on, you tench. Well, the latest news is that there's 3 anglers now that have caught tench, and one of them on peg 8 has had three fish, so he's way out in front, and then the other 2 have got one apiece. So at the moment you're just 2 tench away from runners up spot, 3 tench away from joint first place, and 4 tench away from the overall leader, so it's still very tight. But that northeasterly is killing the sport at the moment. Bites are non-existent for many of the competitors. That's fishing, and it can all change. It's 9:45 now on the Saturday morning of the National Tench Championships, and peg 8 is the one that's on about 5, possibly 6 fish now. It's going to be hard to stop, especially as there's only 2 other anglers that have managed to catch a fish each. So 3 of the field have caught tench. The wind continues to blow in a northeasterly direction over to that bank, and he's having a whale of a time over there. But that's fishing. That's the way it goes. Good luck to him. It's about 6:10 on the Sunday. There's about just under 6 hours left of the National Tench Championships, and I'm still waiting for my first bite. I know it's been incredible, but like I say, the wind changed just the night before the event, pulled all the fish, tench over to the far side, and they were the last swims to be taken, because we'd done a watercraft draw, and unfancied pegs have turned into the pegs to be on. Peg swim 8 up until last night was on 7 tench, so it was way clear. The carp were crashing through the night, and I think next door had a carp, because he didn't call his steward out, so I assume it was a carp. And I know Matthew Perrin on peg 34's had a carp just over 31 pounds, so a lovely fish. So at least Matthew's had some action. Well done to Matt. And well done to all the anglers that have managed to put a tench in the landing net and on the leaderboard. I think before it got dark, only 6 of the 34 anglers had caught tench, so, and 5 of them were on 1 fish each. I'm sure it might have changed, because I could see the head torches coming on in the early hours of the morning, so I assume some fish were being caught, but I've not seen any stewards this morning. They're probably resting up, waiting for the big finale. But at the moment, I'm still waiting, and you never know, there's still time for it all to change around. 2 or 3 fish could get me right up into second place maybe, but I'll just settle for 1 at the moment. But it's been a great event, really well organised. Great job by Steve Innes and the tench fishers. They've done a fantastic job, and I'm really pleased that I attended the event, fished the event, and hopefully I'll have the same opportunity next year, because hopefully there will be the 2nd National Tench Championships 2024. Fingers crossed for that. And if I do fish it, hopefully I'll have a bit more luck. It's been great.